with Jay Williams. And Jay, the motto in Canada is "We the North." There's only one direction the Raptors are going right now, and that is up.
Ed, I heard it all. Hustle over hype. Built for buck. North over everything. It doesn't matter what the battle cry is. This team is ready.
There's a great thing going on right now here in Ontario, and a great game to start right now. The San Antonio Spurs begin the game with the basketball. To DeRozan. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. To Leonard. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Kyle Lowry, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. DeRozan with the basketball. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 on the shot clock. DeRozan. That no good. Off the mark. Lowry into the front court. 2-point advantage. Spins and scores.
A little early in the game, but someone's got to be feeling pretty good out there.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. To DeRozan. To Aldridge. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Lowry to Ibaka. Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
4-3. Raptors have the rebound. Lowry with it. Leads a bucket. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. To DeRozan. And stuffs it home. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
With Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
To DeRozan. Gets it in the left corner. DeRozan to Rudy Gay. From long range. His first effort off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Lowry converts the three-point play as the Raptors able to extend their lead. San Antonio ball. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point. Leads one. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard, defended by the UConn product. LaMarcus Aldridge, snatching it out of the air. Marc Gasol missed his first. That one goes.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Mills in possession. They're down 3. To Gasol. Patty Mills. Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Jeremy Lin. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Patty Mills to Aldridge. Short jumper misses. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter,
from the outside, no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Raptors have the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Gasol with a shot that won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Lin. Driving right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard for 2. The jumper's off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Patty Mills. Baseline drive. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard to Danny Green. Five to shoot for Toronto. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Toronto with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard picked up by DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Leonard, oh, bad pass, taken away by the Spurs. To Patty Mills, going to launch beyond the arc, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Runner's good there.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Lynn with it. The score, 14-all. Siakam up against Dante Cunningham. To Leonard. The drive right to the basket. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. DeRozan with it. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. To DeRozan. Patty Mills. DeRozan. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Lynn against the Australian. Pascal Siakam to Leonard.
In the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Patty Mills. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. New blood coming in for both sides. Lowry picked up by Mills. To Ibaka. The Spurs have the board. Mills in possession. Under a minute to go before halftime. Has a look. And he scores on the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lowry into the front court. It's a one-point game as we approach halftime. Knocked loose. Lowry. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Spurs in possession. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? That misses with 2 seconds to go. And a putback slam. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
is Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Spurs have themselves a narrow lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs. The Raptors have kept it close after one half. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions. LaMarcus Aldridge was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Everybody clap your hands.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound comes to Aldridge. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 6 now.
Woo, did you see that?
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Aldridge. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. To DeRozan. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
LaMarcus Aldridge. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lowry to Leonard. Lowry to Leonard. Fires the three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. Off the assist.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Leonard. To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 4 out of 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Aldridge. DeRozan. Not that time. He misses.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Aldridge. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Aldridge. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. And he dunks it down for 2. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
That misses with a second to go. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Raptors in front. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Knocks it down off the step back.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Kawhi Leonard against Rudy Gay. Serge Ibaka, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
DeRozan. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Patty Mills. Down low, Aldridge. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Lowry with it. His team up by 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Step back jumper.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
No good. The follow won't go either. Leonard to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Have you considered enrolling your soccer daughter in one of our summer basketball camps? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for Toronto, number 3,
Egg. Five to shoot for San Antonio. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
That'll get out off the Raptors.
remaining in the fourth quarter.
Down low, Aldridge. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kawhi Leonard picked up by Bellinelli. Pascal Siakam. Leonard. Off the iron. No good.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Rudy Gay slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Ibaka to Leonard. Not giving up. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. For three, that's off the side of the rim, short. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Ibaka. Jakob Poeltl Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Danny Green. Shot clock winding down to Ibaka. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Fires the three. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Knocked loose. And he'll go to the foul.
I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Long heave from 3/4 court. It's the Raptors with the victory as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors came away with the victory in this one. And the defensive intensity made all of the difference, forcing turnovers and being disruptive on their way to victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors. The Spurs didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the San Antonio Spurs.
track. Steals. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.